Thanks for joining us. Today we're going to be going over Performance Hair with Pink, and we're going to be doing the Nutcracker, and we'll be working on the Party Girl hair. You're going to start by making a part right over the ear. You can go in front of the ear like I did, or you could go a little bit more towards the middle of the ear or back of the ear, whatever your dance instructor specifically asks for. Once you have that hair parted, you're going to take a clip and you're going to section that area aside and just leave it out for a moment. We're going to focus on the back first. So the key here is to just make clean, even partings all the way through this entire process. It's going to save you a whole world of trouble. And once you have that all clipped up and ready to go, we're going to start on the curls. There are several things you're going to need here, but we're going to move on to our curling iron. You are probably going to want a spring-loaded curling iron, which is your standard curling iron. And you're going to start at the very bottom. You're going to section out about a 1 to 1.5 inch section from the nape. And you're going to take a second clip and just clip that up out of the way. The next thing you're going to do is detangle that hair underneath, and then you're going to go for your hairspray. You want to put something in there that's going to help you hold the curl from the moment that you curl it, as opposed to only spraying it after. So give that a nice good spray. Once you're done with that, I typically like to detangle one more time. I'm using a workable hairspray here. This particular one is Davines. It's a medium hairspray. Then I'm going to take about 1 inch sections starting on either side, and you're going to wrap the curl around the barrel. Notice as I curl, I start at the very top instead of the bottom. Try to avoid pulling your curling iron all the way down the bottom and then rolling it up. You can also see the little bit of gold in between each area of curl. That makes a nice perfect spiral. You're going to continue working in 1 inch sections across the back. Now on the right hand side, I tend to roll towards the left, and then when I move over to the left hand side, you'll see I'll switch and turn the curling iron in the opposite direction towards the right. If you don't curl the hair in those exact directions, it's not the end of the world. As long as you have nice spiral curls, that's what really matters. Here you can see I'm moving that section over to the side, and I'm showing you how I'm going to kind of curl it in the opposite way. Once I'm done curling that 1 inch section, I'm going to go in with my hairspray and hit it one more time. As I work my way up in the head, I'm just taking 1 inch sections at a time, curling those in the exact same way, and then spraying them. You'll notice occasionally I'll forget to spray, and I'll remember to do it a couple of sections up. No big deal, as long as you're doing it at some point. You'll also notice that sometimes I actually use the hairspray from underneath. That can be very helpful because that is really the base of your curl, and when your dancer's dancing her heart out on stage, it'll ensure that the curl stands the test of time. Now that I have reached the top and I'm finishing the last section, I'm going to respray all of it really, really, really good. Once everything is thoroughly sprayed and set, I'm going to resist the urge to run my fingers through it or run any kind of wide tooth comb through it. The reason being is our girls are out on stage dancing. They're going to naturally loosen up a little bit over time. You want to leave them as tight and coiled as possible so that they really look good once they're on stage dancing their hearts out. Notice again, I'm spraying a little bit from the underneath there. Now I'm going to switch to the front, and first I'd like to point out all these little baby hairs. That's why I'm going to grab my gel. I'm going to put about a nickel-sized amount in my hand and rub it all over. I'm going to rub through those baby hairs right around the hairline really, really, really good. And then I'm going to pick up the entire front portion that I have not curled yet and just run my hands through it, getting all of the excess gel all throughout that hair, really getting those little baby hairs. This is the important part. Those little guys like to poke out on us as we're dancing. Once I have that in, I'm going to take my boar bristle brush and I'm going to comb those gelled down baby hairs nice and slick into a ponytail. I have on hand an elastic band. They do come in several different colors. The particular one I'm going to use now is clear. I would also like to point out that oftentimes party girls are going to have hair ornaments such as a bow or some sort of clip. This is going to be totally up to your dance instructor, and they will know if there is any additional ornament that you may need for your dancer's particular hair. Just for the sake of this video, I'm going to go ahead and add a scrunchie just for fun and finish this hairstyle up. Please note at the end of the video, I'm going to have a nice list of products you may need, and you can also purchase those through me via a package set so that you can take all of the guesswork out of this for yourself entirely. Before we do that, let's curl this last little section in the exact same way that we curled the rest of it. Now, the reason I didn't do this earlier is because it wouldn't have made sense to curl all of that front part that we were just going to slick down. So I'm going to take these last 3 little curls and really finish off the style here before I add my hair ornaments. Once you're done with all of that, your sweet little party girl is ready for her performance.